Twist, bend, mangle, experiment!
YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and yes, we are back with Clan Moulder. We're ready to continue to twist, mangle, and experiment, as we heard from our good leader, Throt, who is quite unclean. He still hasn't showered, ever, and doesn't intend to, and you can't make him. Alright, so that's how it works. We do have some winter tooth left out here at the altar of spawns that we need to despawn them. So we'll have to work on that. Whip of domination, huh? Sounds like it wasn't intended for children. All right, here we go. Let's get rally. It's available. Got our pack master. We've upgraded Tide of Death and Tide of Pox. We've got Master Moulder, which is extra leadership for all the Moulder monsters and replenishment rate for Moulder monsters. So let us do that. Reaction replenish troops. Alright, yeah, that should work for now. Carrot and stick. Upkeep for Moulder monsters. Yeah, we should have done that one too. Lots of good stuff here, actually. Including the Brood Horror mount that will eventually come. We do have our assassin. Let's go do some scouting. Yep, here's the Altar of Spawns. I think that's the last holdout of Wintertooth, but we'll see for sure. Loyalty for new recruits, magic item drop chance, upkeep for Skaven slaves, devious plans is now available, weapon strength for night runners, getting extra food would be good, menace below. There's extra food and food capacity here as well with monstrous plans, so I'm going to start working on that. It'll take us 9 turns to get there. Let's go ahead and end this turn and talk about some of your comments here. Asa says you should definitely name a lord the Brain and one of his heroes Pinky, so you can have Pinky in the Brain. I love it. Some good old Animaniacs reference there. That's a good idea. Please remind me of that whenever it gets time for me to recruit another lord, because right now I don't have one available for that. Did the mountain spirits take out Lamont or something? That was so weird. I'm trying to... Huh? Kind of seemed like some kind of bug. I thought I saw the same thing. Yeah, no, it was weird. Was that what I was commenting on? Where there was... Yeah, I think it was the army over here. That's... Exactly. Like, what happened to this army over here? You all go back and watch that. There was no one there to fight him, but, like, it just all of a sudden disappeared. Like, completely disappeared. It was really rather strange. Alright, I'm about to do some replenishment on the way over here. Throg is there. We're going to want to keep Throg bottled up. Failed to assault units. Rack. Alright, we have a good amount of cash on hand here. I know it won't be a ton of income, but we'll take some income, and we need to defend Crackadrack. Can it be constructed? It actually generates... I love how you get just a little bit of income from all these different Skaven buildings. It's small, but starts to add up rather nicely. Hellpit. Let's see, income generated. We can get up to Storm Vermin. Having some Storm Vermin would be pretty nice. So let's go ahead and spend that cash. Replenishing here. Borbali says, I want to see Crowboy on Dr. Phil talking about how he's being bullied by hair. I don't know. Crowboy or Cash Me Outside, right? It's... I don't know, they'd both be interesting, I guess. Maybe if Crowboy was asking to be cashed outside, then that would be even better. Alright? How about that? Okay. I'll stop, I promise. Torturing you all. Oh, why do I do this to you? Alright, we're going to keep replenishing, getting closer. It's going to take us a while. Got some cash again. Can run an upgrade on the... let's do the exotic animal market. What is our capacity on food? It's up to 120. Our research will expand it. We definitely... It never hurts to have a ton of food capacity. Let's see. I wish we could try and assassinate the wolf and fail. Let's end this turn. Let's see. Alpha Rep says, can't wait to make a cyborg Hellpit abomination with warp fire thrower in one hand and a rattling gun in the other, full Terminator style. Man, that would be sweet. Be sweet. I don't know what he's spamming over here, but Throg is definitely busy spamming something because his recruitment hasn't stopped. Just gonna keep moving up because I need to get enough of an army put together to kill whatever it is he's recruiting, which looks like Marauder spam. So as long as we can handle some Marauder spam, which I think we can, should be good. Let's go ahead and build this. We got rattling guns available, so we're going to be able to get some great units whenever we make it back to Hellpit, which hopefully we can do here shortly. Let's try again to take out the wolf. There we go. Assassinate specialist. Let's go with replenish troops. Just kind of keep working this guy up here. We could, this could be, well, Pinky in the Brain, I'm kind of imagining like a Grey Seer. I guess Pinky could be like a Packmaster or an Assassin. I imagine that the Brain would need to be like a Grey Seer or something. What do you all think? Like if we were going to use those names, I kind of feel like that's what they would have to be. Let's see here. Ryan Travis says, I think he tried to disengage from the siege, but as you controlled a zone that denied him movement, he auto-dies? Is that one explanation? Can anybody explain that? That one's news to me. I don't understand it. So you all let me know if that one makes sense to you. Dadgummit. Throg ran away.
You're overruled.
You're overruled. Shut your chili hole. Alright, we can't assassinate him for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe because he just spawned in. It takes away a lot of my chance of success. Alright, Throg ran over here.
Fine slay.
Is he really going to... I think he's going to try and... resettle. I'm just going to get right in his face and try and force something. We've got more than enough troops to take him out, and I don't want to chase this guy for 6 years, which is likely what's going to happen here. Income is looking great. Public order could be better. Chaos corruption's pretty bad up here, not surprising. Let's end another one here. Lord Crowstaff says, I prefer cornflakes in the morning. Gets the blood flowing. You, sir, have won the internet jokes today. Congratulations. Well done. Luke Davis says, that's crazy as Air said about having some warp corn. I was literally shoveling corn in my mouth. You know, sometimes Air just knows. It's uncanny. Absolutely uncanny. There we go. We got rid of that guy. Let's tap out on assassinating. And I'll be able to attack Throg and the settlement on the next turn. Hopefully getting rid of both permanently. Crack at Drac, we've got enough growth to build to a Grand Warren. Let's see here. Corey says, when HeirofCarthage gets to the fun cycle point of Clan Moulder, all the mutagens and explosions. Yes, we're going to be exploding and mutating everything. And I'm going to add some Ikit Claw style pew pew as soon as I get back to Hellpit, because I definitely want some rattling guns available to us. Rattling guns for days. Growth vat batch available. I don't think we need a growth vat batch right now. We've got to... Let's see if we can single this guy out. Didn't work, but we can take him out. Yeah, they're just spamming, and then they've got some garrison reinforcements. Nothing we shouldn't be able to handle, I think, with relative ease, especially considering all of their summons. Let's take another comment here from Liam, who says, love your vids, Air. Seems like one of the most genuine YouTubers out there. Been watching since the Tosa campaign, and even though I barely play Total War anymore, I've always enjoyed watching videos. Love from Ireland. Well, thank you, Liam. Appreciate you watching and representing the Irish there. Definitely appreciate your years of viewership, and glad to have you watching. Yeah, the Tosa campaign was fun. Definitely a fun one. Tosa Rifleman. Let's see. I got my slingers. Should we just pounce on Throg? He's coming in with more troops from this direction. Yeah, let's just pounce on Throg. Yeah, that good old Toska. I really want to play another Shogun 2 campaign. Bad. Like, real bad. I'm thinking about doing one as soon as I get some campaigns done on this new content, and I free up some of my availability, I should say. Alright. Leave some wolf rats out here. I'm hoping we can punch a hole in the middle of this pretty quick. Do something like this, kind of spread out a little. Alright. Start the battle. I want to immediately try and double team. Throg's going to be pretty strong, so we're going to need to team up on him. Alright, we've got Throg pinned. Got one of the brood horrors coming in. Let's ungroup these. Get an attack order here. No. I don't know why you all started running backwards. No thanks. Oh crap, there's ice trolls here too. Let's see if we can focus some of these units here. Alright, Throg is taking a beating, but this is a big fight here. Alright, I think we've gotten Throg out of the fight relatively quick. Lost some wolf rats here against the spearmen. I'm now very blobbed, which is not ideal. And I've got reinforcements coming up behind me. I don't know if I'm going to have enough power to get these guys off the field quickly. I'm not really able to get any terror going over here. There we go, I got one unit terrorized. Let's keep our leadership high. We've almost got a break right here. Let's turn our slingers around. We're about to be attacked. Oh crap, did I forget units over here? I sure as heck did. Forgot a brood horror. Some wolf rats, let's get out of there. Oh no, that's my mutant rat ogre. Crap, I thought I had him down here. Way to err. Get in here, brood horror. What the heck are you waiting on? I'm gonna use my slingers to just kind of hold back these reinforcements for a minute. I feel like I'm about to have a potential breakthrough over here. We're taking damage to a lot of wolf rats. Nothing we shouldn't be able to recuperate fairly quickly. Still waiting on a spawn. Let's get this unit in here. Hopefully that'll help us get the terror route started. I mean, I feel like we should have already had a terror route. I'm going to try and see if I can get the mutant rat ogre to the back of the Norskin troops here. And wolf rats have done pretty good because they took a lot of units head on where they really shouldn't have. And then my storm vermin is absolutely owning right here. There we go. Come on, you're getting attacked from behind. I feel like this should definitely be taking a toll here. Alright, get some rear attacks. Alright, my slave slingers managed to hold out just long enough. How these units are not terror routing is like an absolute mystery to me. They have no lord nearby. They've literally got nothing to justify their leadership. Finally, got another terror out there. These wolf rats are chewing on these guys from behind. We've lost a lot of units here. This ended up not being a great battle for me. I don't think my strategy was very sound here. take our mutant rat ogre through here. Yeah, there we go. Finally got another. I think we're finally starting to get a few of the terror routes that should have been here far earlier. Well, there we go. Alright, so we forced a chain route finally. Yeah, kind of shocked how long it took to terror out some of those units. Now, granted, I should have executed much better in this battle. I didn't. My mutant rat ogre not being there when it should have was a big deal. Man, that storm vermin. We need to upgrade a bunch of storm vermin like this. They were absolutely wrecking. Now, it really doesn't matter how we come away from this battle, to be quite honest, because I'm planning on redoing a lot of my army. And most of the units there that took a lot of damage were cheap, but they're going to survive the battle. So it's really not that big of a deal.
Flesh, me will feed. I am
It's still giving Throg a good chance, but I think if I just use my single entity monsters properly here, go in and KO Throg, we should be able to finish this. I could have used some Menace Below too. Definitely another screw up on my part there. Should have paid attention to that. So, doing really well so far, folks. I'm planning on using my Storm Vermin and my single entity monsters to good effect here. Part of me wants to just go straight for Throg's face, but then again, these reinforcements ought to be easy pickings. Let's get, I'm gonna just kind of save the wolf rats back for chasing routing units when the time comes. Let's get Throt, Brood Horrors, Mutant Rat Ogre, all these units together. And then some infantry behind them. Slave Slingers. Rats. Okay. Alright, let's do this real quick. Let's just go right up here and down the enemy leader. Everybody on him. I'm gonna save my summons for when we fight Throg's forces. Alright, let's bring the rats up over here. Alright, that guy went straight off the battlefield. So we should be able to get rid of these reinforcements more in the manner that I had planned in the last battle. Instant terror routes basically right next to the white line. Let's bring the wolf rats up. Come chase these routing units. So group 1, group 2, group 3 over here. Yeah, I'm gonna go make sure we escort the routing units away from the battlefield. Keep them routed. Peel off a couple that direction. Okay, they're gone. Just stick here. Alright, so that means Throg got all of his stuff together over here. We're gonna kind of blob up in the middle, take Throg out, deal with the ice trolls, and the rest of this should fall apart. And like I said, we're gonna just keep the wolf rats for mop-up duty. And we'll use the wolf rat summons to help us. Our storm vermin should do extremely well here. Their speed's not great, but outside of the speed, they've got really solid stats for Skaven infantry. Really solid stats, actually. I'm gonna ignore the Norscan ice trolls and go straight for Throg. Throg needs to be knocked out of the fight. Actually, I'm gonna take Throt into the ice trolls along with my Packmaster, and I'll send the Brood Horrors and the Mutant Rat Ogre Frogs. So let's go for the ice trolls. One. Straight for Throg. Once the infantry lines have been joined, I will reinforce. Alright, Throg's engaged, Ice Trolls engaged, and the Ice Trolls are getting owned. Let's get these Storm Vermin over here. Yeah, oh gosh. Man, when Throg hits, it hurts. See what he did to that? Get him! Okay. Let's quit playing with our food here and just be done with it. Let's go over here and help take out Throg, who's somehow still not dead. Take these wolf rats through here. Okay, let's get our wolf rats queued up. Alright, there we go. We're breaking Throg's forces here. Let's keep the wolf rats on the hunt. Bring them in because there's lots of victims to be had here. Yeah, Throg's down, so that's why the leadership suddenly broke. Alright, lots of delicious things to hunt down and destroy here. There's just a few units on this other side where my Storm Vermin's holding out marvelously, racking up kills at an amazing pace. 75 kills. Excellent. Brood Horror survived. Wolf Rats did their job hunting down stuff where they could. My Lord and Packmaster took out the trolls. And then the other large entities took out Throg, which is a little bit risky, honestly. Kind of makes me wonder whether I should have thrown the other entities in towards the ice trolls, because Throg has a bonus versus large, but at the same time I couldn't punch through the enemy infantry with my two lords, or my lord, my hero on foot. So there was some reason to my madness there. I'm just going to raise this to the ground. We could take the cash. Let's take the cash and then finish it. So I'm going to sack it and then we'll raise it. Why does the mutagen turn red? I think it's because you haven't used it.
I must eat, feed.
Let's head into the flesh laboratory. Infantry augments. Let's just go ahead. Oh, enhanced muscle fiber. We get Strider, melee defense, casualty replenishment rate, and upkeep. Some good stuff in here. Random uncommon augments applied, +2. Only applies unlocked augments. Okay, let's try that. I don't know what we'll get, but it takes them straight up to 3. I don't know what we got applied to this one. Where does it tell you the oh, okay. We've got augments, casualty replenishment rate, upkeep cost, armor piercing damage, melee attack. Okay. It works. Gets the job done. Alright, spent some of our mutagen. Don't think there's any other mutagen we can spend. We're at the destroy altar spawns on the next one. Let's see, warp smart, mutagenic elixirs. Okay, yeah, so this is the extra buffs for our Moulder monsters. We'll take that. So that'll mean that once we hit the gold chevron, which we already have with some of our Moulder monsters, they're going to be getting more and more obscene, which is exactly what I want. Hero Catcher. So it gives us an extra chance of wound, unlocks replenish troops, enemy casualty replenishment rate drops. Just go with Wound Maker, I think. Well, actually, hold on. Carrot and Stick. Upkeep for all of the Moulder monsters drops. That's actually kind of a big deal. Let's take that. It's kind of a big deal. Doesn't that make it sound like it's not a big deal when I say kind of a big deal? Let's perform this right, and I wonder if I can get my Undercity back. Someone said that it got destroyed at Kislev, and I didn't see it in the... No, it's still here. They made it sound like it got destroyed. I haven't forgotten about it. It's just the discoverability here is quite favorable, and I'm not sure that I want to push it in terms of discoverability at the moment, because we're making a nice income off of it. I kind of just want to keep it the way it is for the moment.
I am Throt, the unclean.
Alright, this should be the end of Wintertooth. And we should go take this Warlock Engineer and find another sizable settlement to embed it in. I could do it to the Varg, but I don't want to make them hate me if they find it, so I'm gonna go this way. Let's end another turn here. Keefa says, sad to see you made a mistake. It looks like I'll have to unsub and go watch my YouTube playlist of perfect people flawlessly playing video games. Oh, I love it. A little bit of sarcasm and salt there. It's beautiful. Yeah, I know. I make mistakes, as you all have noticed on this episode. That is what happens. But in case people haven't noticed, generally speaking, I still... Really? Like, auto-resolve? Really? You're gonna make... Come on. So stupid. So absolutely ignorant. Alright, let's fight this. Apparently I need to fight it again, because having won this twice before, and all they get is some vanilla chieftain to help a bunch of scraggly beat-up defenders, where they think that somehow these defenders and the chieftain are going to take down Throt, a Packmaster, 2 Brood Horrors, and a Mutant Rat Ogre. I mean, CA, can you do something about this auto-resolve? Because sometimes it is just absolutely ignorant. Like, it does not make any sense. Like, none. There is no senses being made. Let's fast forward here. Just go Zerg the enemy lord here. Let's go get these. Gonna hit play. Like, there's really nothing to see here. It's honestly an annoying waste of time. Oh, we got a healing potion. How nice.
Total control.
Yep, look how accurate this auto-resolve is, folks. Extreme accuracy. Worked out exactly like it predicted. Probably the most difficult battle I've played to date. CA, please. Like, seriously, CA, please, help. Kieran B says... LMAO, air slapped that man into oblivion. Wrecked kid. Yeah. Not trying to be mean, actually, but it is a rather odd comment. Like, it's just an odd comment. Like, I'm not trying, like I said, I'm not trying to be just mean for the sake of mean, but it's like, if you do feel like you can play the game that good, I'm being serious. You should start a YouTube channel. I've not seen anybody perfect playing the game on YouTube. People do make mistakes, especially when they're talking and recording and all that other stuff. So yeah, it's not meant to be me just like trying to slap someone down. It's just more of, maybe we should think about those comments before we make them, because it doesn't make a lot of sense, is what I'm getting at. Like, there's just not a whole lot of, it doesn't sound very well thought out. Remoldered, let's see here, that comes in at rank 12, so I will go ahead and drop Whip Smart here, because that'll help my infantry units, and we're going to need some decent infantry along the way of this campaign. I'm going to go with Wound Maker here. We're going to be taking attrition, which kind of sucks. But we'll be out of here soon. Let's get our characters marching back to Hellpit. And speaking of Hellpit, we can upgrade it to a cavern city. Yes, yes. Crack-a-drac. Still waiting on an upgrade to finish there. Public order stabilizing. Things looking good. Johanna says, please name a Warlock Engineer Mutiny after the Jaws from Star Wars. Oh, the Jawas. I was like, Jaws? What? Jawas. Got it. Wow, what a misreading there. Mistaking little Jawas for a giant killer shark. Pretty close, though, when you think about it. Mutiny. Let's see. I don't have the right character, right? Let's make sure. Yeah, Warlock. I don't have a Warlock Engineer yet. We can you rename this guy? Apparently. I mean, he won't be around forever, but here's Mutiny. We can make another one when the time comes. I need to go find a good city to create an... Oh, maybe one of the dwarf holds down here to create an undercity.
Twist, bend, mangle, experiment.
Alright, we've got to get out of Norska. Took attrition, but that's the end of Wintertooth. Yep, Wintertooth is gone.
Enter, then. Are you after
Gormandy tribe still doesn't want anything to do with me, so about half wondering if I should just wreck those guys. Varg are still being amicable.
Are you after a drink, a fist fight, or both?
You know, a fist fight actually sounds pretty good. I mean, I'm down. I don't know if rats have fists, but since you offered, might take you up on that. Sounds like a good time. Alright, let's end this turn. Alpha Rep says, air isn't perfect. That's bullcrap. That's the only reason I've ever watched. Now someone tells me he makes mistakes, I'll be sure to complain to HR. Please do. Please file your complaint with the Carthage HR department. It can be reached at 1-888 air salt. It's not a fake number, folks, I promise. Actual HR department. Yes, but please file your complaints. Monstrous Plans is completed, so now we're getting extra food generation, and we have extra food capacity. Excellent. Things looking good. Things looking good. Hellpit being upgraded. Crack-a-drac almost finished upgrading. Let's head down here to the dwarf holds. And get our other agent up here. Do some scouting. Already moved there. We need to pick our next weapon strength for rat ogres and mutant rat ogres, and charge bonus for the same. Campaign movement range wouldn't hurt. Let's go ahead and grab that quickly. And that'll leave Norska plenty of room to expand, and hopefully continue to kind of have an ally up here rather than just fighting the entire world, which is kind of typical when you're playing Skaven because everybody hates you, and understandably so. Let's see here. Just another comment. I love the name. In lore, my lowly experience from Gotrek and Felix and other YouTubers, the palaces in Hellpit are basically living. The carpets crawl on bleeding pads, and the chairs wince under the weight of their occupants, making the most delectable wail. Ooh, gross. Sweet, we got another bash. We also have a ton of mutagen. And we gotta use up all this mutagen. Let's get on it then. Let's head to the Flesh Laboratory. We've got a bunch of units we can call upon right now, too. Well, we certainly know that having Frenzy isn't gonna hurt. I'd like to save some of this mutagen, but I don't think you can really save it. Distribute stock. Yeah, this armor plus 20.
For science!
Alright, that used up enough mutagen that we don't have any going bad on this turn. I'd honestly like to save some for the new units that I intend. How far can we force march? Take attrition for one turn, and then we can get back into friendly territory. That's okay, because I want to force march back out of here. Just ending a lot of turns just to get back where we need to go. We've got enough money that we may be able to get a small second army. But I'm feeling pretty good about our holdings at the moment. I'm going to get a little untainted here, and then just further income, and it opens up extra research. I don't necessarily need a lot of military presence at Krakadrak. We've spent a considerable amount upgrading. Let's save some cash to start working on Hellpit, because it's almost finished. Let's see, Stingamarine says the Skaven campaign is fun. Well, I'm glad you think so. I enjoy playing it. Skaven campaigns are never the one that I look forward to the most, just like in terms of preference, but then when I end up playing it, I always have fun. And so, it's just one of those things where it's not like, oh, I sit around craving some Skaven campaign, but like I said, then when I go get into it, I end up having a heck of a lot of fun with the Skaven campaign. Alright, we can get back into Krakadrak, actually start replenishing. And let's see, how close are we to the dwarf holds down here?
Sorcerer, inventor, yes, yes.
Hopefully we can go find a good dwarf hold to make some income off of. Let's go do some scouting up around Prague to see what's up here. Just an agent from... I'm about to have to end this episode. I am out of time to record. But I think we got a decent episode in here. Finished off Wintertooth. Secured a bunch of building upgrades. Got some good research done, and we're going to go to Hellpit, and we're going to create a really abominable army that's very powerful. And we'll start wrecking the Kislevites with it. Over here, just keep healing as we head back home. And Hellpit finished. So let's take a look. We can go up to full level here, which will give us Poison Wind Mortars, which are really nice. And Warplock Jezzails. We definitely want that. And then, since we are looking for Moulder monsters, we will most definitely be building the force-feeding chambers. Because what good clan Moulder person wouldn't? The only military building I don't have is for, like, Night Runners and stuff. And these units are kind of okay. But I'm not, like, crazy set on them. This would be a cool chain to have unlocked here to be able to get to Sensor Bears. And then same thing here with the Plague Claw Catapults, Doom Flayers, Doom Wheels, and Warlock Engineers. Let's go ahead and unlock that one. Let's see. Skaven Corruption. A little Untainted never hurts. Okay, that's going to be all the time I have for today. Hope you all enjoyed it. HeirofCarthage signing out. I'll be back with some more Clan Moulder campaigns soon.